To hell with the date on your birth certificate. Let's talk about what we have in common across generations. Life, sex, and tech at any age. Welcome to Age Blind with Nancy Shenker.
Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to Age Blind and welcome to April. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about the spring season. What does it really mean? When I lived on the East Coast, spring was like the first glimpse of warmth, sunshine, daffodils. Snow was melting, except for that weird occasional spring snowstorm. There was a glimpse into summer. But now that I'm in Arizona, we're kind of oblivious to the seasons. Spring training is a big thing here, and all of a sudden, all these people are in town partying, drinking, watching baseball. So that's cool. That's a key that spring is coming. The temperatures start to climb into the 80s, and the people we call snowbirds are starting to think about leaving the state, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just fine because I love it here in the summer, even though it goes to 120 degrees, you can pretty much get into any restaurant you want, just like the Hamptons in the winter. But April is also a great time for spring cleaning. It's a time to get rid of all of those things, not just in our homes, but also in our lives that no longer really serve us. So here are 5 things that you could do to kick off April and get ready for your own spring cleaning. Number 1, think about the first quarter of 2025 and take inventory. What went well for you? What do you need to change? And something that's worked very well for me this quarter is not being completely oblivious to what's going on in the news and in the world, but really trying to focus on those things that I can control rather than the things that I can't. Number 2, literally detox and declutter your space and your habits. So, for example, I've just started unsubscribing to emails that I get every day but never look at. Look at your space around you. Do you need a closet cleaning? We've had a couple of guests on who are professional organizers, and that can be so uplifting and simplifying if you just get rid of a lot of crap in your life that you no longer need. And especially for those of us who are over 50, into our 60s or 70s, you don't want your kids to have to deal with that shit when you die. So better to clean it up now. Number 3 is think about how you want to look semi-naked or naked this summer and take the time to refine your health and exercise habits. Even if you miss that January 1st resolution to get to the gym, it's not too late. Just speaking for myself, I started working out in October, and I'm now 16 inches smaller than I was just a few months ago. So it's never too late. Number 4 is reflect on your inner circle of friends, family, business associates. Think about the people who actually make your life better, who teach you things, who you enjoy hanging out with. And those people who really are meaningful in your lives, reach out to them and say hello. Make summer plans with them. Friends are very, very unique. I think that's kind of redundant, but friends are unique. I just got a call recently from my best friend from 3rd grade, and we made plans to get together when I'm back in New York. And it just gave me something to look forward to, warmed my cockles, really made me think about who I was when I was 9, 10 years old, who I am today, and how far I've come. But it's not about me. This is about you, which is number 5, is for you to pick one bold thing, just one bold thing, something that you want to change, and plant that metaphorical seed or that metaphorical bulb. Because even though April showers are inevitable, they do, according to the saying, result in May flowers. And if you don't start planting things and growing that in the soil, they're never going to blossom. So I know that's kind of mushy and weird, but in my 69 years on this planet, I found that to be true. So if one of your metaphorical seeds is wanting to be a podcast guest, or if you have your own idea for a podcast, please get in touch with me. It's nancyashenker@gmail.com. We're currently booking guests for this summer, and we have some really wild and weird topics lined up. So we'd love to have you on. And no matter what you do this spring or summer, this is something you could clean up, is stop categorizing people based on the date on their birth certificate and look at those things that we have in common as opposed to those things that divide generations. So that's about it. This is a shorty. I got my message across in 7 minutes because we're all really busy. So go out and get planting those spring seeds. Peace out.
Yes.